Hello students. In the last video we discussed about Frankfurt Parliament and unification of Germany. Now we go for another nation, that is Italy. If we talk about Italy during the 18th century, it was divided into 7 states. North was under the Austrian Habsburgs. Center ruled by Pope, that is church with the authority there. And in the southern part we have Bourbon kings of Spain. So north being ruled by Austrians, center by Pope, and south was ruled by Bourbon kings, or the Spanish rulers were there. There was only one Italian princely house, that is Sardinia, Piedmont. There was only one Italian princely house, that was Sardinia, Piedmont. Now here twice it was done. The failures of uprisings in 1831 and 1848 meant the mantle fell on Sardinia, Piedmont, to unify the nation. As chief minister, Cavour had a diplomatic alliance with France. So he had a diplomatic alliance with France, and in 1859 was able to defeat Austrians. Apart from regular army, Giuseppe Garibaldi along with his volunteers joined the fray. Now they moved south with the support of local peasants were able to defeat the Spanish rulers. It was done in 1860. In 1861, with Victor Emmanuel as king, Italy was a unified nation. So in Italy, you have to remember, in 1831 and 1848 twice the steps were being taken to unify the nation. Earlier, as we studied about Giuseppe Mazzini, he tried in 1831 a revolution in Liguria, which was meant for unifying the nation. It was a failure. Again in 1848 they tried for the same, but were unable to achieve that. Now the mantle fell on the only Italian princely house there, which was Sardinia-Piedmont. Sardinia-Piedmont's Chief Minister Caber, first he had alliance with France and was able to defeat these Austrian Habsburgs in 1859. Then, apart from their army, regular army, large number of volunteers of Giuseppe Garibaldi, and he joined them. And then they moved toward the south, where they were able to defeat the Spanish rulers or Bourbon kings of Spain with the help of local peasants in 1860, and in 1861 with Victor Emmanuel II as the king, Italy was a unified nation. Now we talk about Great Britain. Here the unification was a bit different. No sudden upheaval, no revolution, no sudden upheaval. It was a long drawn out process. If we talk of 18th century, there was no Britain. There was no Britain. The primary identities of the people of British Isles were ethnic ones, such as English, Welsh, Scot, and Irish. The regions where the people speak English, so they were English. Welsh language spoken, so it was British Wales. Then Scot language spoken, so it was Scotland. Irish, that is Ireland. Now with the time being, what we found was English grew in power. So whether socially, politically, economically, the English grew in power. And this influence of English could be seen in when the Parliament was formed. 1688. Though conflicts were there, but still England was at the center. Later, Act of Union 1707 brought United Kingdom of Great Britain. So in case of Britain, there were no sudden upheavals or revolutions. It was a long drawn out process. If we talk about 18th century, there was no Britain. The primary identities of the people of British Isles were English, Welsh, Scot and Irish. And English grew in power with the time being, and they were able to give the influence on the other people, and this influence can be seen when the Parliament was formed in 1688, and it was with England at the centre, though after a protracted conflict. And later an Act of Union signed between Scotland and England brought to us the United Kingdom of Great Britain.